Good day, everybody. So, the piece that I wanted to do today is on the ongoing tensions between India, China, and Pakistan. So, first, let's take a look at the longest an ongoing conflict, and that's between Pakistan and India, and that's over the Jammu and Kashmir areas. Both sides claim the entirety. India occupies or completely lays claim to the areas with the most population, which would be in this area here along the valley of Kashmir. But they've both India and Pakistan have fought major conflicts running the length of their borders in the last 50 years or so. The last conflict back in 1999 took place in Kashmir in the Kargil conflict. That was a localized conflict in which a few thousand mujahideen from Pakistan infiltrated and seized control of a large mountaintop, and India had to expel them from that area. But we could see I think a more serious outbreak of conflict, possibly running the full length or just the northern areas of the shared border of Pakistan and India. And then to make matters worse, we could see a conflict um, between China and India as well. So India could find itself in a a sort of a two-front conflict with China and Pakistan. Believe it or not, I would say that the conflict with China would probably be more localized to these areas here and be less intense than an all-out conflict with Pakistan. I think when people hear all Pakistan and India, they think of two third world powers going at it, and that's sort of the case, but not completely um, the full picture. You got to understand, Pakistan has over 200 million people. 200 million people. That's more people than Russia's current population. You're probably looking at as many, if not more, fighting age males in Pakistan as the Soviet Union had against Nazi Germany. Not only that, Pakistan has a manufacturing capacity. They can produce armaments. They can produce tanks. They can repair tanks. They can do all sorts of things. And if war comes, I would imagine that would increase even greater. So an all-out war between Pakistan and India, not to mention they're both nuclear powers. They both have nuclear weapons. They both could launch nuclear weapons towards the capitals of each nation, causing millions of deaths possibly. And as does China. Um, so I mean, if this ever happened and they truly did go to all out war, it would probably be something that would be comparable to World War II. It would be nasty, and on top of that, you're looking at two different religions. You've got Islam, and then the various uh, Indian subcontinent religions, which includes Islam as well. There's I believe, if I'm not mistaken, India is, by population, the largest Muslim country on the planet. So they have quite literally hundreds of millions of Muslims that live in India, and a huge population on top of that, with 1,300,000,000 plus people, probably more than that. I would have to look at the demographics. But just the sheer manpower and the sheer military capacity that both countries have. They both have the ability. They both have long-standing military academies. Pakistan, India. India has been engaged in conflict. Pakistan has been engaged in conflict in Afghanistan, so they have experience. It would be really nasty, and I think it would also significantly damage the Earth's economy as well, if the fighting were to go to kind of a three-way, China versus India versus Pakistan. I think other actors would be brought in as well. But that's kind of my take on it. You're seeing right now Pakistan talking about they believe India is ready to launch some sort of surgical strike in the Kashmir area, and Pakistan is saying they will retaliate. And if that occurs, then India says that they're ready to rock and roll as well. But again, this thing could just get way out of hand, and it be of an intensity not seen since World War II.